Hello, everyone. Welcome to my next interview. I'm joined by Junkbuck, the head coach for Qadsiah. Welcome, Junkbuck. I
Hello.
wanted to, I wanted to ask initially. Obviously, you're back from Hangzhou now. How was the experience out in China? Was it your first time in China?
I was in China like a long time ago, 2010, right after I graduated high school. I like backpacked in China. So that was like this is technically my second time. But then obviously it's a lot different. It was like a very good experience. Like me and Landon would joke about how like now I'm like China pilled in a way where like it's actually it's the like everything is actually so nice for the and like how cheap everything is for the quality you get. And in general I like Chinese food in general too, so no issues with me for food. The venue was really great. The whole crowd was good. Yeah, and overall was the China itself was great, but I guess like our in terms of our work wasn't the best results or experience, I guess.
Yeah. How would you? Because obviously you've been to a lot of Overwatch events over your years. Where would you rank this Hangzhou Major in terms of the event itself?
Event itself, let's see. Um, to be honest, I don't know. It's not my top. It's not my bottom. Maybe somewhere in the middle. I'll just do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have to talk about the results as well, obviously, because as much
Uh huh.
as everyone seemed to enjoy the event, obviously not what you were hoping for. What do you think were the main problems you guys ran into in the event?
I guess from our end, I mean, obviously from like outside point of view, there's like so many different things like different. But in our end, I feel like in terms of our like preparation, like I would say like our team probably screamed the least out of every team there. Like we also ended up going to Asia the latest, so technically we literally had like a 7 blocks of scrims going into China in preparation. Uh, like because like some of our scrims was in EU, which was like not very much meaningful as well. So so preparation as well, and then there's just like a lot of stuff. Um, we were well, how should I put it? Um, yeah, a lot of internal stuff in terms of like preparing for the future and 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 just what was it, setting things right within the team. I guess like I don't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, setting things right within our team. Yeah.
Was this also why we maybe saw some, what I think for a lot of fans was probably like unexpected roster decisions as well, where we saw Tread play maybe more than he had in the regular season?
Oh yeah. So for Tread, what was it? Tread is actually like a really good player. It's like I would say just like a actually same level player as Ziad. Like in terms of scrim results too, there's actually not that much difference. Um, um, o- so uh, with Tread, um, in a way, like we're giving him more opportunity as well as trying out something new. Uh, and in and it's like in a way it's like a gambling in a way to see if it can get like a different kind of results. But and we had like a very short amount of time to prepare as well, so it was just a lot of like I can't think of the right word, but like just trying to come up with the limited resources we have.
Is that partly then because you had such limited practice? Did you
Hmm.
not feel it was when you were scrimming in the few scrims you
Hmm.
had? Did
Hmm.
you feel like you were struggling a lot and needed to change something? Then you needed to gamble to try and close the gap a bit.
Uh, yes. So I guess I could talk about like for our team. Uh, there's like I guess coming into this team, we tried a lot of like how should I put it? Like get results now. It was like get results now. Try to like max squeeze out everything we're capable of. Like we squeeze it, and then so in a way, for the better of the team as well, I wanted us to like develop something more than us just doing this one same thing over and over and over. And we know just coming into the China, we're gonna be playing against like the best teams in the world, right? So it's like how I met. I was what was it? For me, I had like a realistic expectation of like us just doing the same thing while we did it in Europe, EMEA, and then just like squeezing out our like potentials. It's not gonna be good enough. So I wanted us to like expand like higher level play in a way, if that makes sense. Like just trying to do something that's like a more smarter play. So I guess to give an example of that would be like being able to like read the enemy and then reacting correctly, making the right decision, kind of stuff. But so I wanted us to like so gamble in that sense, where like rather than just doing what we've been doing, maybe could have like squeeze out a few more map wins, just doing what we have been doing. But for me, I guess calculated in a way where like it's not gonna be good enough. So we tried something new with Tread, and in the end, yeah, it was not good enough.
When you talk about these trying things or trying new things, I guess your team really has a reputation as a high tempo team, a high aggression team. Is this the kind of thing you're talking about, where you want to still be able to do that, but you want more options for how?
Yeah. So more options is definitely the thing, and for rather than just playing that one play style, we're like exploring, just play more plays. Yeah, you put it nicely. Yeah.
And then that kind of leads us on to obviously the roster changes you've made for stage 2, because we've seen Tread leave the roster and Kellex come into the roster as well. So what was the thinking behind going down to one tank and adding Kellex in as well?
So I guess the roster construction itself from the very beginning, I would say there was like so I was like the last person to join the team, so I don't know exactly how the roster was created, and so like there were like a lot of like I guess we ended up having 2 off tanks as like a safety net, right? So what was it? So going forward, we wanted to like focus more on one tank, developing the one tank, and even though Tread is good, we just decided to go with Ziad, just because I think it will be like a good culture change for Tread to join another team too, because even though he is good, it's like just I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like even though a player is really good, some players just doesn't fit like a certain team. So yeah. So that's what ended up happening with what was it, Ziad, and then for Kellex, we actually explore different options. We're thinking about different options. Actually, I can just say this. I was actually also considering, while talking with the players and everything, I was also considering just getting like another flex support, and then try to make that guy to become like Violet and Lastro again.
You could have got Violet. He was available. Why?
I mean, not team, because like we maxed out the import slot. Yeah. So I guess I was trying to make the third Violet of my career, but what was it, the from like org's perspective too, I think it was just more consistent and safe to have a Kellex, and because Kellex is very talented player as well, I think and it's like it was just a better option just to get Calyx instead of risking too much. And having a Calyx will Calyx does play like other flex support as well. So I think it just like opens up our option that I was talking about before, just us being able to just play more, especially with like the hero bans. It's like our team. It's like if I'm out on the enemy team, it's like so easy to ban out my own team, but just other teams just don't do it yet. So what was it? I'm just like thinking of a way to like before other teams take advantage of our team. I'm gonna open up my options. Yeah.
Because obviously as well, Calyx and Haku, their hero pool overlaps a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
So is it going to be maybe a similar situation? I feel like in stage 1 when we had Tread and Ziad, I think you talked about the idea that both players will play in scrim and then you'll just pick the best option. Is it going to be a similar situation for Calyx and Haku this stage?
For Calyx will be kind of different. Calyx will be playing like the whole time, and then Haku will be our like a backup, basically. Yeah.
Okay. How much have you? Because obviously you come back from the Hangzhou Major, so your break is a little bit shorter than some of the other teams, but that's probably a good thing in reality. How much have you practiced, or how much scrim time have you actually got going into stage 2?
So like we basically didn't get to scrim with Freya for so long, and then so with Freya being in the play, I think we're still in the process of like seeing how good Freya is. Like it's been like 2 days, I think, screaming with Freya. So there's just in a way, since we've been keep practicing, it's like our what would be a good word, like tempo or like intensity is still there, but I guess like we're kind of a little bit behind in terms of meta because we don't know like exactly when is it good, how is it good. So it'll be a lot of things figuring out basically. Yeah.
Has it changed into this stage as well? Because I think maybe at the start of the year, people didn't have necessarily high expectations externally for the team. But now you've had a successful stage 1 and you finished second.
Yeah.
Do you feel there is more pressure on the team now? Because now you've achieved second once already. Is the expectation you have to do the same again?
It just feels like my first year in Houston, where like I'll do good in the beginning of the year, and then like because we be like shocking Dallas in the during the regular season. Now everybody expects us to go to Hawaii and win the whole thing. It's like we have to one step at a time. One step at a time. It's like we have to have like a realistic like what's it blueprint, or what's the word? Yeah, like a blueprint of like how we can develop like what we have to go through. Like even in Houston for our like Houston to keep doing good, we had to like it took like 1 year and then a leap and then another year, but then just us having to like just be really good after like a one stage and then just become the what was it, the favorite. It's kind of like yeah, it is a lot of pressure. And then it's like my personal like also frustration with a lot of the how everything is in terms of like how our team practices and everything. It's like even within my team, I feel like everybody is like already thinking like we're the best team in the world, and like people are starting to get lazy or whatever. So it is actually very, very, what was it, frustrating and tiring, and yeah, it's like yeah, I'm back to doing this shit again. Yeah.
I think a lot of people speak about the idea it's easier to be the underdog, easier to come in, harder to be the favorite. A lot of the other teams as well have made roster changes as well. A lot of them probably seem quite good on paper for like the Ultimates and for Twisted Minds especially as well. How worried are you about these other teams now? Maybe especially some of the teams like TM&TU who struggled last stage, who now seem to have made big roster changes to try and fix their problems.
Yeah. I think they're definitely a lot better. So now um we'll have to like so there's a lot of like internal conflict within me about like how we should do things to it. Like do we practice for the future, or do we try to squeeze out each wins again, or like how much we should like there's just a lot of different like an internal thought I have, like how we should move forward and everything. And I think because of how much other teams improve the roster, so now if they were to lose again, now they're really gonna now that's a real upset if they were to lose again. Now it's like yeah.
Is this as kind of, I think Falcons almost have the same situation, right? Whereas now, if they lose, it's worse. Because what more could you ask for? You know, you have like all the players you could want. So there's almost you spend to get the players in, then you also raise expectations as well. No room for error.
Actually, no. I think talking about Falcons, I wonder what they'll do. Like maybe someone plays the whole time. Hanbin doesn't play. Hanbin only plays only when their like team is struggling. Maybe I would think they'll try to like make like be the someone as like the make it work with someone just playing everything, and maybe one of the hits get one of the DPS gets benched for merit, and then just merit on perma hit scan. I think they might actually do that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's it feels like whatever option they pick, it's kind of a good option.
But for me, it won't be like much of an upgrade for them. Actually, I think it'll be more of like a ease of mind thing for within the team. I think it'll be a lot of it. So if that's enough to make them improve, good on them. But I think maybe just terms of like pure talent, it's not really an upgrade actually.
It's more of an insurance policy for
any
meta is any map, any meta. We really have all the pieces now if we need.
Yeah. But for EME teams, it's they have to feel like it's like an upgrade.
Yeah. Do you worry a little bit because what we saw at the Hangzhou Major, it felt like all of the Winston heavy teams, maybe with the exception of Falcons a little bit, were the teams that had the most success. Obviously, it's a hero not as popular in Europe. There's not as many top players on it, but there's a couple of teams, especially TU with Heesung and Genji with Mag, who have these really top level Winston players. How big of a worry is that for you and the team that if Winston keeps being so prevalent in the meta, does it just keep being a problem that's really hard for you to solve without a Winston player to match?
Actually, Winston is actually super strong, actually. But I think the thing with Winston is the team has to be really good too. So because team has to be really good, I think maybe it'll be like what was it? To give her a hot take, I think it'll be hard for Genji to be good with Winston comps. Maybe TU, I don't know. I haven't scrimmed TU, so maybe TU will do well. But one thing with TU that I don't understand now that what was it? Actually, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I know what you're gonna say. I think it's not official yet. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, right. I think I know what you're gonna say, and I think I agree with you if we are on the same page.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you as well, because obviously you talked a bit earlier about you sort of joined the team last almost, so you kind of got the players that were already here to work with. How has it been working with Lubda? Because I feel like for a lot of people watching, he's been like a standout performer that no one really expected to be able to reach this level. How impressed have you been working and with him playing, and how has he been to work with?
Lubda is like the best soldier in the world right now. I just wish he would practice other DPS. It's like for me, he's actually so talented. I think if you were to like just practice other DPS, he can become the best player in all those DPS. But I feel like how for me, Levdad is like such a little kid. It's like he just wants to play something he's good at and get the compliments.
Just win.
Like
Yeah.
so for me, I want him to like suffer playing the heroes that he's not good at, and then just be miserable with it, and then become good at it at the end of the day. But so I guess that's like the what's that? One frustrating part for me with Levdad is you're such a talented guy. If you were to play like any other hero, like so even like you know how people would say he's like a Pharah one trick. Well, he used to be a Pharah one trick, but like to be honest, was it his Sojourn is much better than his Pharah. His Pharah is like okay Pharah for me in terms of like after like playing with soccer or proper or like he's like Hang and stuff. Like he's actually just normal Pharah to me if anything. Like his Sojourn is so good. He just has to play like every hero or like as much as how he grinded Sojourn, and I think he will be like best DPS in the world.
Well, we saw it a little bit, if you remember, at the Overwatch World Cup, where they had roster issues on the Saudi Arabian team, so he had to play Baptiste. And then he was just really good at Baptiste, you know?
Yeah,
so it's
he's just talented. Yeah, he's just talented. Just gotta mature. That's what I'll say about Levdad.
And looking forward to the start of Stage 1, because we're kicking off, start of Stage 2, we're kicking off this weekend. You guys have a pretty tough opening, so what are your expectations? You know, you talked about maybe the internal struggle of results early or plan for the long term. Very tough games at the start. So what's the approach here?
How I see group like a regular stage or group stage is like it doesn't mean anything. It's like as long as you make into playoffs, and then it's like we can do the squeezing the win out during the playoffs. Like we don't have to win the group stages. That's how I always viewed group stage. It's like a buffer zone where you can try out different things, like in terms of like everything, whether it be like comps, roster, just like how play style. So group stage is just like a perfect testing lab, I would say.
Well, quite genuine. You only have to get top 6 as well. If you can't get top 6, maybe bigger problems than
blow this team up, fire me. I don't want to. I want to. Yeah,
it's all right. I think you're good for top 6. I'll give you that. For top 6, I reckon you're good. Yeah. And then final thing I wanted to ask you: any message you want to give to the fans as we head into Stage 2?
So thank you for all the fans. I think the amount of support from everyone. It's like a very, even though we're a new team, it's been really great. The only reason why we exist is because of the fans.
Right. Thank you very much, Junkbuck. I appreciate your time. Best of luck to you and the team for Stage 2.
All right. Thank you.